It started in 2003 and it ended in 2022, so it took a long time to do these 3 books, but they're all there for anyone who wants a sneak peek at what's probably coming in real life soon.
Ahorita, quédense como están. Jody, Profeta Jody, di algo.
First, I want to ask you, how do you see 20 years later the impact of American Jesus in the society of all the world?
Well, it's kind of weird because in 2003 I had this imagined idea of the apocalypse, where there would be, people having microchips injected into them, a cashless society, global wars, pandemics, Jesus coming back. And the only thing we haven't actually had in these 20 years is Jesus coming back. So like everything else has come true, which is a little bit spooky.
Bobby, ¿cómo te fue en México, viviendo en México en estos meses donde filmaste El Elegido? ¿Y cómo te sentiste a interpretar este personaje pero tan importante, ¿no? Dentro de esta serie?
Yeah, well, bringing this character to life, it was a blessing. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. I didn't know how much I loved acting before doing this show, and now I know that I absolutely love it. And being able to do this character that's so similar to me as a person, he's also introverted, he's kind of shy, but around his friends, his true character is kind of brought out. And being so similar to Jody, it's almost scary. Like I love my mom and we have like a super strong relationship, and Jody has one with his mom too. And it's almost scary how similar we are. We're both kind of sick and we have to take pills, and being able to make this other version of myself, kind of who can have miracles and make miracles and who's super powerful. And I feel like I've also grown along with the character of Jody. Like during the series, I also started out as episode 1 Jody, who's like super quiet and introverted. And as I'm filming, I gain confidence as Jody does. And when episode 6, we're like this all powerful thing. And I've learned so much about myself, and it's a real blessing to be able to do it.
Well, I was surprised when I know we adapted in Mexico.
Yeah,
and I was very surprised and how that will work. But I was very surprised when I see the first episodes. I think Mexico is the ideal setting for that history, because all that is involved. This religions in the people. How do you think now the people, and now 20 years later, thinks about religion in America?
America is funny. Like America is a very different place from 20 years ago, and very different from like 50 years ago when movies like The Exorcist came out, where there was still a very, very strong sort of faith-based thing in the States, and these movies had tremendous power. And one of the reasons Netflix wanted to move this to Mexico is Mexico is kind of still a very vibrant spiritual country. It's filled with lots of different traditions. Which gives the story steroids. It's got a steroid injection. It suddenly feels very powerful again, in a way that if it had come out in America, it might just feel like yet another, low-budget horror movie or something. So I feel kind of blessed, if I can say that we ended up with the best possible version of it, which is the best backdrop, the best creative team, and the best cast. This is a beautifully put together cast, and casting is everything.
¿Cómo fue tu relación con todo con estos chicos que son parte de tu banda, ¿cómo fue tu relación con ellos?
It was amazing. I knew Wagner, who's Alberto, in real life from before. We met when we were 4 years old in Montessori. So that was really funny. He was my best friend for a while, and we got to do this show together. So it was kind of nice having a familiar face around the set that I've known all my life, and we can like explore this path and journey together. And we're meeting so many new people and famous people, and having these kids, and which with each of their own cultures and religions, and we should clash, but we mix perfectly. We were this friend group in real life, and it was really interesting seeing all these different characters and people, and especially the Yaquis, seeing their religion and their language and having to learn their language for some scenes. it was amazing being able to be part of this group of friends of so many different backgrounds.
Algo que me dijeron, que me pidieron que preguntara cuándo vamos a ver el libro 2 de The Chosen.
Oh, it's been out. It's out already, and book 3. So book 2 and 3 are both out there. So the whole trilogy is done. It took a long time. Like it started in 2003 and it ended in 2022. You know, so it took a long time to do these 3 books, but they're all there for anyone who wants a sneak peek at what's probably coming in real life soon.
Reach out and touch faith.